Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Backroads County, the 4X version. Yes, I did mess that up initially. It's gonna happen every time, I feel. We are up very early on this April 5th day. And we are kind of up here in the bottom corner of the map of the county. Just kind of enjoying nature. Drove up here in my Maverick, my 2-seater one. I do have a 4-seater one as well back home. And we just don't have much going on around the farm right now. I have a couple of helpers out in some fields, helping out with weeding. Not our fields, mind you, but we picked up some contracts, and we have a few friends that needed a few extra bucks, so they said they would be willing to do it to help us out. For a small fee, of course. And no, not just pizza. And pop. Yeah, pop. We also did pick up a couple extra fields, but the big thing that I am wanting to do is take care of some of our animals. See what they got going on. And apparently our duck has had at least 9 of our ducks, female ducks, have had some births. So looks like as far as the pen goes, there's 665 eggs waiting for us to get them. Of course, we have several chicks and whatnot, so seems like that is doing well. Looks like some of our female cows have had some calves, and they are now heifers. Not quite hit puberty yet, but as you can see here, we need to get some food over to them. I should have some grass bales I can break down and give them. Maybe I'll just break down and make TMR out of it. Let's get into here. Let's see here. Wait for everything to boot up. Ooh. And I think we're just going to go the difficult way down. Through the bushes. Oh, looks like we had some milk sold. About $1,200 worth of, almost $1,300 worth of milk. Sweet. I do have that set to auto sell, so I don't have to worry about that getting overfilled. Ooh, I didn't show you. So, well, that's one field that is being worked on, but we are down here in this corner, down in this area. Just kind of exploring. Apparently it looks to be a pit where if we need gravel or anything like that, we can get it from. Otherwise, this is kind of broken down. I apologize. I feel like I have a frog in my throat or something. This area is kind of broken apart in several different areas. And you have this spot up here that can be used for storing equipment or anything like that out of the eyesight of the main public. Excuse me. And I guess I just never realized that these are broken down into small plots of land. But if you come over here, we did originally have this area of land, but we bought plots 15 and 14. Turn that off. 14, or yeah, plot 14, field 22 has wheat in it. Plot 15 or field 23 should be sorghum. Yep, sorghum. We've already gone through and we have fertilized those, both of those, because they were not looking great in that aspect at all. We are gonna definitely, I think we're definitely going to need to get some nitrogen spread on those as well. I don't know if that's going to be part of this video or not. And like I said, right now, I just kind of want to get back to the farm, get our animals taken care of. Whoa! Good thing we got the roll cage. Let's get this rolled over. Hey, look, like it never happened. Now let's be careful here. Take it nice and slow. There we go. And not just go flying off like a bat out of hell. As fun as that is, and thank God for the 5-point harness too. There's actually more to it than I thought there was going to be as far as going across like this. Because I drove up on the path, so I kind of had an idea of the elevation change, but at the same time I wasn't paying that much attention. This thing can get a little squirrely at high speeds, so it's a little difficult. It seems like when you let off the gas at high speeds, the back end wants to kick out on you, so... Nailed it! Man, that's a pretty sturdy mount for that light on top. It hasn't broken off yet. Now, Probably was debating, do I risk getting caught and go flying across the tracks where I shouldn't? Or do some more tumbles and nailed it. Well, but here's my answer. Whee! Ooh. Not a spot I want to be in. I don't want to actually drive over my own fields. Holy crap, this thing gets up and goes when it wants to on flat ground. $87 miles an hour. It sounds like a little mosquito. Get away from me! Dang it! Smack, smack, smack. Stupid mosquitoes. Yeah, that's what I mean when you let off the gas and you try to do even the slightest turn. Your back end goes, hey, look! I'm gonna be over here now. Alright, let's just park this up. Make sure those lights are off. And here's... Okay. What? You magical bird, you. What are you doing getting out? Yeah, here's our 4-door version. And if you're not aware, those X's signify... Well, let me turn this off real quick. Interactive control. So, you can open it up, hop in, close it, come over here, turn it on. Oop, those are hazards. Interesting that they had a key there. And the key's right there. Alright. So yeah, that's kind of how that goes. You'd think you'd push that to turn it off, but apparently it's up here. Anyway. Make sure everything's shut down. Doesn't need the battery dying on us for that. Oh, what am I wanting to use? Say, don't you start on me. Ooh, Fuel gauge is low. Let's get this filled up real quick. It helps when the silo has, or when the tank has fuel in it. There we go. Alright, so I just got a notification while we were filling up that one of my helpers is actually done with their work. So, give me a second here. We're going to get them moved over to the next field. Alright, well, it's going to take him... It should take him roughly an hour to get this field done, maybe an hour and a half. I think Paul's still over in our John Deere weeder, still working on that massive field. He still has a couple hours to go. That's a massive field for the size weeder he's using, but hey, if it gets the job done, it gets the job done. We're going to make a trip back. I'm going to try to get a hold of someone, see if they can pick me up, because it is a little bit of a walk from here. And we'll catch you back at the farm. Alright, so we got our mixer wagon. We got it all filled up. Had some TMR mixed up that we had in storage, so we're gonna go ahead and get this fed off to these guys. They're not starving by any means, but I know they are hungry. See how much of this we can actually give them. They might take all of it, they might not. I honestly don't know. I mean, it is Farming Simulator, so... Yeah, well, that's doing that. Let's see here. Alright, so straw they seem to be doing alright with. These are all different sizes, it looks like, but I think part of it are the cows actually coming in and eating off of them, so. Hello there. Oh, do you have a scratch? Let me get that for you. Aw, you liked it so much you want to take a nap. Okay. Our cattle seem to be doing great out here. They're definitely keeping the grass well cut down. You know, as cattle do. I think eventually we may have to expand. And we may make this more of a pen for expectant mothers, as it were. So, that is a possibility. This over here is where we keep the milk. So, oh, looks like they did take it all. We don't want that running when there's nothing in there. Let's get this backed out carefully so we don't destroy anything. I'm gonna have to do something about that. I think that when we were dealing with snow, we might have taken some gravel, too much gravel out from around there. So I'm gonna have to go back through and fix that. Oh, speaking of gravel and rocks, I'm not sure what's going on with my grapple there on the front. Actually, so we do have a TMR mixing station that we filled up a couple days ago. However, I didn't actually turn it on till earlier today because it dawned on me that I haven't checked on the cattle in a couple days. So this is a new piece of equipment that we've had, or a new building that we've bought that mixes, whatever. It does the TMR rationing for us. So we can just dump straight into our trailer that we have, or any trailer for that matter, but we're going to use this trailer because, well, we have it and it's designed for it, and it'll keep it well mixed, even if they don't take everything. And just kind of makes our lives a little easier because we don't have to figure out, all right, how many bales do we need to put in here for each? This building will do it for us. It takes as it's needed through a hopper, auger down there. So it's computer ran. So thankfully the computer maintains everything. And most of the time, what it's going to do is it's going to make the TMR and then load it into there. So when we need it, we can grab it. Oh, and the other shed kind of bit the dust. Strong winds kind of made it disappear, so we built this instead. I don't know. I noticed that we were taking a tractor from the back corner, or the northeastern part of the map. I had to think about that for a second. Down to the south central area. Basically, instead of making up words and whatnot, took them from 67 down here to 54, and that's where they're at. Paul's over here in 55, taking his sweet time. Granted, he's got like a 9-meter long piece of equipment, but he's definitely taking his time to do the job right, that is. And he's, like I said, he's still got a couple hours to go. So, our cattle, I think, well, because they got the straw there that they're using. There it is. Alright, so they're not quite maxed out yet, but they still have plenty. I do need to do another grass cutting around my fields here at the homestead. So we're going to get grass that way. And part of it is going to be going into the TMR building over here. And I think I will dump what I can into here. But at the same time, I don't really need to because they do have the field over here that they're munching down on. Whatever's left. And they're eating that. I think next we're going to grab, well, the case that we have pulled. And we're going to grab this trailer, get some chicken feed put in it, and get those guys topped off. They're not really desperate or hurting for it, but because I don't know what's going to happen anytime soon. You know, we may get sidetracked with dealing with helping out area neighbors, you know, working on our other farms. It's hard to say. So I do want to make sure that we are prepared for anything. And if it means overfeeding our animals or getting them stocked up with everything, then that's what we will do. Now, in all honesty, the chicken feed is basically just wheat. So I should have plenty of wheat in here. Looks like not quite enough to fill up the trailer, but enough that the chickens will be happy. We'll put the rest back into the silo. If I can make that turn without causing issues. Of course. They don't quite have enough eggs for us to take over. Well, actually, they might. So I think that's what we'll do next. We'll grab that partial pallet of eggs and take it over to our store over here. So we start off with 379.1 bushels. And we get down to 320.1 bushels. So they took a few bushels of wheat. They'll be happy with that for the time being. As long as they keep making me eggs, I'll be happy. And I thought about possibly just leaving this filled with chicken feed, but at the same time, I never know, just like anything else, never know exactly what I'm going to get into that I might need this. Can we make the tight turn again? Yep, easily this time, not as much weight. So I need to get my front loader put onto here. So I'm pretty sure I do have a set of forks for it, if I recall. I believe that's what I have up here at the garage. Oh, come on. Are you... Ooh, you are way too big. You are not for this one. Whoops. Which set are you for? Don't tell me I got rid of the set for this. Where would I put it? Nope, not in there. Not back there. Well, shoot. He's got his on. Part of me really thought that that one was for this. Oh, well. Let's get rid of that. Or at least drop that off there. Oh, wait a minute. Is right here. Concern it. You guys didn't scream loud enough at me if you saw it. That's what I'm going with. I wonder if our garden needs anything. Oh, that was a really wide turn. Did not mean to make it that wide. There we go. No, we're not gonna take out a chip of the building. Let me take a look at things here, see if there's anything we need. Wow, alright, we are still very good with everything. It's almost like we could go like 5 years without filling it up. Maybe not quite that long, but it sure seems that way. I'm really curious as to which case that is for. It's got me thinking now. So we're going to drop that. We're going to grab the pallet forks. Is it overkill for a pallet of eggs? Yeah, probably. Do I care? Not really. How about we, Yeah, there we go. How about we close that? That is a very half pallet of eggs. Very small half pallet. You're not gonna want to work for me, are ya? Oh, let's not smash him into the building. Jeez. Hey, I said go in reverse, dang it. My transmission seemed to be acting up lately. Fortunately, I think I'm going to have to take the long way around. First, let's see about trying to get these on the forks properly. I said properly, dang it. That's not properly. We're destroying the pallet. The pallet? That's what it felt like I was trying to say. Alright. Okay. That's a little jank there, but I think it'll work. Have to work for now. As long as it says I still have 665 pieces of eggs, you know, 47%. By the time I get there, I think we'll be fine. Got to turn those on. Oops. Not like you can even really see it from the back with that window open. I still gotta get my dump bucket over here and fix that. Alright. $1,200 for that partial pallet of eggs. Alright, let me go get the dump bucket. Because I need to fix that. That is horrendous still. I thought I fixed that. And I clearly did not. I mean, it's almost bad enough. I might need our teleskid. I'm hoping this has enough oomph behind it to be able to move that much dirt. Or maybe we'll have to get our case back and our case, figure out which case that's for and get it on there and have that do the work. Alright, so we got this a little bit better as far as angle of approach. And I think we still have easily maintained our angle of approach into our own personal garage and driveway. So at least now when someone pulls in, even if they pull in over here, they have a passenger, they'll have to kind of walk around behind the car to get in, but we didn't quite get everything situated, but it's enough because that's where the water runoff goes. So it works out. We kind of have it angled slightly to where we have the parking, these guys yellow parking blocks, so that way, and angled down this way, so that way when we get heavy rains, it comes to here, then goes down. So same with the angle of approach from a building, it's angled to those blocks and down. So I think that'll work out for us. We seem to be kind of in the lull of all the spring stuff going on. Our fields are doing great, well, as great as they can. Soybeans are still growing. We're still in growth stage 1 for a lot of our plants. Show you the data here real quick. So again, we have all of these fields over here, and then our 2 big ones. So as far as growth stages go, they're all the newest ones are these guys over here. They're still basically growth stage 1 because they just got planted. 30 just got planted, but that was before we did these guys. So looks like 23 is relatively new as well. I'm thinking 31, maybe 32 and 22 are going to be the first ones that we harvest. But yeah, that's the way we're looking here in Backroads County. Dang it, I'm always gonna get that screwed up. But we're gonna call it a video there, guys. As always, if you happen to like what you see, or if you catch yourself watching more than one of my videos, please do us both a favor and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. That bell will let you be notified of every single video I post, and not just like you here and there. And I do want to say thank you to each and every single one of you as we drive through our gate that have made it this far for watching my videos. And I hope each and every single one of you have a fantastic day. And we will catch you in the next episode. So take care. Peace.